Right. Cool. 200 megabyte gives me 5 days of BBM, WhatsApp, and Facebook. Wait, so is that true? What about Twitter? Facebook? What if it finishes when I'm using it? Why can't I just know how long my data will last?
Get data that lasts as long as you need with Smart Packs from Etisalat. Buy data in packs of your favorite apps and choose from the chat, social need to stay connected all day or all week. Dial *200# to try it now. Now you can enjoy streaming all your favorite videos all day and every day with Video Pack.
Etisalat. Now you're talking.
Ambode for governor, Ambode 2015.
Hey, Caro! You don't hear the good news? No, now which good news be that, abeg? APC don't carry face again now for Lagos State. Come see the ogbonge man when they don't bring out to be the next Lagos State governor. Now who be that, abeg? Na Akin Ambode. Correct choice. Akin Ambode na the former chairman of SEEDS now. Yes, so he don't be both accountant general and secretary for Lagos State government and other big position them, and he perform super. The man get plenty experience for government work because now from Ashiwaju government, go reach Fashola government. Now he don't follow they do this work. For 2015, when he become governor, he promise say work go break it for our youth them and security go tighten more. All the good work when they happen for Lagos State go enter next level. I beg now Akin Ambode be our choice for 2015. Oh yes, sir.
Vote Akin Ambode for governor 2015. APC. Change.
Glory Christian Ministry is a very wonderful church. Yeah, it's a place I believe any good Christian should be.
This is where Jesus Christ operates practically.
Gloryland is a family church to me. It's a place of refuge, especially for the youth.
It's a place where you find people that are not just church members, but people that are your family members more than friends.
Integrity is the core, and we love ourselves here.
I don't know where somebody actually should be on a Sunday morning other than being in this particular place.
Welcome back to the news at 10. The ancient community of Arondizog in Idiato North Local Government Area of Imo State is one of the few communities where residents claim they're yet to reap the dividends of democracy. And one reason they feel like this is because of government's neglect of a road project which should serve as a trade link to neighboring states, which has been abandoned. Our community reports tonight looks at people urging the government at all levels to come urgently to their aid.
Now you're talking.
The mist seen here is not from Hamatan, but from dust of neglect. This is owing to the abandoned road project in the ancient town of Arondiziogu in Idiato North Local Government Area of Imo State. History speaks well of this 18th century town, but its present state is not a reflection of what its past used to be. The poor road network is one of the major causes of lamentation by residents, which they say has caused them untold losses for a community with potentials.
It connects Anambra, it connects Enugu, it connects even Lagos, because you must pass through this road from here to Onitsha. It's supposed to be 25 minutes, but today you go it about 3 hours.
We have tried to have discussions with the government, but I found out that no headway, nothing has been done. We are really suffering. Motorists are in trouble, businesses are in trouble. So we're asking for government assistance.
Going around the town, one can understand why they're crying out. structures and farmlands both share complaints on dilapidation and dust.
The government where they work on no work on well. So the government where they can work on, they no work on reach the place where no good. They just walk from junction to here, they no go far.
But who is to be held responsible for this? The Imo State spokesperson may just have the answer.
I know the road you are talking about. It's a federal government road.
The blame game appears to be the most effective way out for authorities when it comes to the plight of citizens. But it is not about what tier of government takes on the responsibility, but that the responsibility itself is taken on.
Etisalat, now you're talking.
The nation's railway system is receiving the much-needed attention with the commissioning of more routes by the federal government in Gombe State. The operation will see the service connect the country from the Middle Belt up to parts of the Northwest and the Northeast. Vice President Namadi Sambo, represented by the Governor of Gombe State, Ibrahim Dankwabo, said he was satisfied with the dream of re-establishing rail transport, by the present administration, which has been achieved.
Tracks of opportunity are being laid today in Gombe State. It is the commissioning of the much-anticipated train service by the federal government.
I'm very excited to see this have become a reality. This train has been shut down for several years, and now it has come to reality. We can see it now. It is going to commissioning today.
With this reintroduction of the railways, you could imagine how easy it would be for our farmers to move their goods to the big cities to sell and have a reasonable amount of money to make a very good living.
The weekly route plan will see trains running through Gombe and Kafanchan, linking Kaduna and Port Harcourt, which is set to boost Nigeria's economic fortunes.
The significance of this is that we can now crisscross from the eastern part of the country all the way to the west. That is, trains can now move from Port Harcourt all the way to Kafanchan, Kaduna and Kano. Likewise, trains can move from Gombe down to Kafanchan to Kaduna all the way down to Lagos. So we are at a stage now where we're so happy to report that we now have most of the existing railway line fully operational.
The state governor speaks more on the benefits of this innovation.
I assure you, from today, the cost of doing business in Gombe State will be cut by more than 50%, thereby bringing the cost of goods and services across our country.
The governor then proceeds to cut the tape, and this sets in motion the ride across the state. The excited passengers are reeling from the success of the project. And as it pulls up, it is greeted by thunderous cheers from a crowd who probably never believed this day would ever come. And now that it has, the transport sector in Nigeria may have just found a new ray of hope.
Well, this just in the world of politics, the defection of some governors of the People's Democratic Party may not have ended. As it appears, another aggrieved governor of the party may be on his way to join the 5 who earlier defected to the APC. And there are strong indications that the governor of Jigawa State, Mr. Sule Lamido, may have become the latest to jump camp, as there are reports of consultations currently going on to seal the move. Reports also reveal that Rivers State Governor and the Director General of the APC presidential campaign, Mr. Rotimi Amechi, met with Governor Lamido in Abuja today, showing that there may be a link with a possible big political. There might be, to show that there might be indeed be a move in this direction. Recently, Governor Lamido and the President are said to have lost affinity. An indication that the purported rift between the two may lead to a very drastic move. Once again, Governor of Jigawa State, Mr. Sule Lamido, is set to be meeting with members of the APC in an intended move to jump camp from the PDP to the All Progressives Congress. The National Identity Management Commission has assured Nigerians that the general multipurpose cards will be issued to individuals who are done with registration as early as February. The Edo State coordinator of NIMC, Frank Onigboje, speaking to Channels Television in Benin City in Edo State, says the office has a mandate to establish, own, operate, maintain and manage the national identity database in Nigeria and is committed to living up to these responsibilities. He was prompted to give this assurance in response to some residents who were at the NIMC office in Benin City lamenting the slow pace of registration and urging the authorities to fast-track the process.
The Enroll and Be Identified for Life scheme is one which gives Nigerians the opportunity to be assigned a unique national identification number, NIN, and also be issued General Multipurpose Cards, GMPC. And the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has the responsibility of carrying out this assignment. But this idea, lofty as it sounds, seems to be lost on some Nigerians. Some persons speaking to Channels Television at King Square area of Benin City, the Edo State capital, say they are not aware of the exercise, while some of those who have registered wonder when it will be collection time.
They should make awareness, a jingle on the air that they should encourage people. Not when it comes, they start people like rats. It's not good. We are Nigerians. They should treat us well, so that we get there. You tell others when you get to, I go and register. Not when you get there, spend about 5 hours at the end of the day, you cannot get anything. It's not good.
I think I have nothing to do with it for now, so I believe when I need it, I'll go for it.
Time of Basaijon now.
There's a new one now. You don't have that one?
No, we never have that one. They never announced now. Many people here now.
What is most disappointing about it is the fact that even after that registration, to date, we don't have the cards.
Then there's this group waiting to be enrolled into the National Identity Database at the NIMC office along Sapele Road, Benin City. Some of them complain about the slow pace of the process.
You have to jump from one queue to another queue. You understand? And secondly, it seems they are passing another route, helping people instead of doing it diligently.
I'll say it takes a lot of time for someone to attend to you, but it's not really fair anyway. Maybe probably there ought to be a lot of systems, and the way people pass this through ought to be fair, but it looks.
For the state coordinator of the NIMC, Frank Onigboje, the turnout for the exercise is commendable. He also provides answers to the question agitating the minds of the people.
With the card that National Identity Management Commission is issuing today is quite different from the previous ones, because that is where many people have doubts. Once you register and you are issued a number, a national identity number, it means your information can be traced. We register, we operate on Saturdays. When we come to the office, my staff are here 7:30, Monday to Friday, and we have no closing time. We don't close until we have registered the last person.
As this is an enormous responsibility, and considering the delicate nature of the scheme, the National Identity Management Commission would have to brace up for the diverse challenges in order to record maximum success.
And now to the arts. The next 50 years is an exhibition by the Society of Nigerian Artists at the Omenka Gallery in Lagos. It features many works of art from artists across Nigeria who work with various media. And that's where Art Review is focused tonight, the next 50 years.
This raging bull, done with wire, mesh and steel, is part of the welcome party for any art enthusiast who comes to view this exhibition. Step inside, then the adrenaline is charged and eyes pampered with a scene that shows how far creativity goes. The Society of Nigerian Artists exhibit these pieces for their 50th anniversary celebration. They certainly knew they had to put their best foot forward. That's why 80 artists were selected from across the country, and only the ones who met the criteria were picked. They were given a theme, the next 50 years. It's exciting to see how it's been interpreted, done in a technique called fabric freezing, where fabric is cut into several motifs and symbols glued together to create this work. This next one is done by Gerald Chukuma, who works on wood. He assembles them together, adds a decorative paint, and marks around the silhouette of this female figure, probably to show the complexities in her mind. Turn to this work done by Ifoma Anyanyi, who titles it in her mother tongue, Igbo. It takes a large portion of the wall, looks so real that one can be tempted to touch it. A lot of yarns, wire, mesh and twine are used here. Boxed in a glass is this sarcastic work done by Victor Ehikameno, titled Power Play, which speaks volumes about the electricity situation in the country. There's also other description on it to drive this message home. There's another room which has girl power written on it. Not literary though, but by the subject the artists here explore. But two strong men add some testosterone to the set. That's what makes this show. Exhibiting artists thinking out of the box, daring to be different, showing that in the next 50 years, the Nigerian art scene will definitely leave jewels dropping.
Still ahead on the news at 10, world number 1 Novak Djokovic wins his 5th Australian Open title in Melbourne. We have details in sports news. Please stay with us.